Alright, so our deep dark escapade, at least the securing of the fortress, is done. That leaves us to just 2 things left to do, and a lot of time left to do it. That only took me about an hour to do, so that's pretty good. So the next thing we need to do is go to the asteroid belt, but before we get there, there are 2 things that we have to build. The most obvious is that we need to build ourselves a tier 3 rocket. The less obvious is that we're going to need some sealed cable, because I want to get the sealer to work, and I did some experimenting with it offline, and the only reasonable way to get a sealer to work is to build something that I find utterly ridiculous, but it is what it is. But we're going to need some sealed cable in order to do that. And we don't need the wire, but we do need the oxygen pipe, sealable oxygen pipe, which is just oxygen pipe and tin decoration block. Pretty sure I don't have that. So we only really need 1 or 2 of these, so hopefully that's... Oh, I don't have any, of course, of the oxygen pipe. Easy enough. I have as much of that as I want. Alright, so let's just make 2 of them. Okay. While we're here, we should also swap into our... I guess it says it's a Mars bag, but let's rename this bag to asteroid bag. Okay. And then we're going to put this guy in there. As you can see, already filled up with pretty much everything I'm going to need once we get up there. And anything that isn't what I need when I get up there, I've got a teleportation system to get myself back. So, yeah. Alright, so that's the sealed cable. Good. So now we need to build ourselves a tier 3 rocket. And tier 3 rocket, the thing that it needs that you can only get on Mars is compressed ash. And that's to make the tier 3 heavy plates. And to do that, you take a tier 2 heavy plate, which is just a tier 1 heavy plate, smushed together with... Oh, I did that wrong. Just smushed together with a compressed meteoric iron. So you take those 2 things, and bring them over here to our compressor, and just slap them on in. Boom. And we need, again, 33 of those if I've done my math correctly, which is a little bit suspect since I did my math... Turn off my night vision there. So I did my math 3 times, and it came out different numbers each time. I'm really, really convinced that my last number is the right one. So we're just going to take off this dark helmet, because we do not need that until we actually go to build the thing. Kitty, stop it. Alright, so... while those are cooking up, we need to build some... Oh, let's put the actual bag on. Okay, that's the deep dark bag, which we shouldn't need anymore. Put it in here just in case it comes up. Okay, so there are bits of... So, tier 3 rocket. Tier 3 rocket is made of mostly these heavy-duty plates, tier 3s. And heavy nose cones, heavy rocket fins, all this stuff uses this tier 3 plate, except the tier 1 boosters, which we can make right now, which is just compressed meteoric iron and heavy-duty plate, some of these oxygen vents, filled fuel canisters, and yellow wool. So we gonna need 2 of those, I think. Should have the rest of that. Oh, do I not have the... Did I put them in here? I could have... Oh, yeah, here they are. Put them in there so that I would remember them. Alright, so there's 1, and it gives you back the canister. And there is 2. Alright, so those are our tier 1 boosters. Now let's see how this is going over here. Alright, that's probably enough to get a lot of our stuff built. So we'll start with that. So the other things we need for tier 3 rocket, we need this heavy nose cone, which is just those tier 3 heavy plates and a redstone torch. Easy, easy. Now the less easy things, oh, that's really weird. Huh, that's acting really weird in the inventory. The less easy things are the these rocket fins, which are 2 heavy plates, sorry, 4 of these tier 3 heavy plates, and then 2 of the tier 2 heavy plates, or 2 of the compressed titanium. Now I could make compressed titanium because one of the other mods has titanium, which allows me to kind of break the sequence of Galacticraft. In fact, that's how I got my titanium armor. But I'm pretty sure I've got enough of these heavy-duty plates. So there's 1. We need 4 of these, which I'm not going to have quite enough plates to do all 4. But that's okay. I should have a bunch more cooked up by now anyway. And hopefully enough cooked up. Yeah. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Hey, Kevin. Okay, so then we need 1 more of these. Okay, and the last thing we need to do is make that booster. So tier 3. The heavy rocket engine, not the booster. Which is another one of those oxygen vents. I'm pretty sure I don't have spares of those. And I might have the rest of that. I do. Alrighty. So now we just need the last 3 of our heavy-duty plates, and we are ready to build our rocket. So this is pretty quick, and then we'll be able to go right to the asteroid belt. Alright, last 3 of our plates, so now we should be able to build. Kevin watches in awe. You know what? Having that night vision might not have been such a bad thing. Let's throw a torch up here because it is kind of dark. Yeah. Okay. A little bit better. Okay, so that's tier 1 rocket taco, moon buggy, tier 2 rocket, cargo rocket. I shake my fist at you, cargo rocket, and tier 3 rocket. So this is 10 heavy plates in the center here. Bloop. These here, and here. Big old engine and heavy nose. And again, I'm not going to do any of the chest shenanigans because I've got a backpack to do that for me. So boom. That is our rocket. Oh, I got to hit the right button there. Still got to hit the right button. Yeehaw! Look at that rocket. Oh, there we go. So that's our tier 3 rocket. That's going to take us to the asteroid belt. So we are almost there. All we got to do now is fuel it. So let's take her on up, and we got to eat too. Okay, so now all we got to do is fuel this guy. Now there is something that I just realized I forgot to do in the deep dark. So we're going to pop back there real quick while this thing is fueling. And that is, I need to know... yeah, okay. There we go. So that's doing its thing. So this is going to go ahead and load on up. And it's going to take a little bit probably. So while that's loading up, let's head back to the deep dark, because the reason I went to the deep dark first, and it's the thing that I forgot about, is that I need to know how big the deep dark fortress is. Yeah, let's trade that in just in case I need... Yeah, if we're going to the deep dark, it's... I wasn't even close. But I need to know how big that fortress is. I measured it once upon a time, but have since forgotten what my measurements were. Oh, that join lag. Alright. Device online. Good. Okay. So, let's see. We are going to need to be on this vector here, which is... What are we at? This is 5480. Man, there must be a spawner just right inside this wall. That's the only thing. So 5480 by... So it's 5480. Spiders too. Alright, 5480. And this is 11482. So let's go across this way. So it goes from 5480 to wherever this is. 5480 to 5432. So that's 52. That's actually a little bigger than I remembered. I thought it was only 50, but apparently it's 52. And it's going to be 1182 by... So it's 1182 to 1128. So it's 28... Sorry. What was this over here? 82? 82 to 28. So that's... 18. There must be spawners just right inside this wall. So that's 18 plus 28, which is 38 plus, so that's 46. So if we say 52 squared, that'll be enough to get the entire thing. So yeah, if we just say 52 by 52 or, at least 50 by 50, that's going to be the size we're shooting for, which is kind of what I thought, but I just needed to make sure. Again, I think what happened was that this structure here must sometimes get chopped off like it is on the other side, because it must be from this corner to the other corner 50. I think that was my original measurements, was like 50 by 48, which is kind of about right. Alright, so by now our fueling should be done. So we're looking for a pretty sizable asteroid belt there. Yoink. Pretty sizable asteroid belt. Pretty sizable asteroid. And I honestly do not... Yeah, let's put those back in there, Taco. That's real good. And what we'll do is we'll just junk them. I'm not even sure if they are built, if they can be built that big. Let's just take all this stuff off, and then we will drop the rest of this stuff in here before we get going. Sorry. I don't think that the asteroids come that big, but I'm kind of hoping they do. And it doesn't necessarily need to be that big on top. It just needs to be that big around. So this should be done fueling by now. Yeah. So turn this back off. So yeah, if it's that big around, I can always chop an asteroid in half. But I'm thinking what's going to have to happen is that I'm going to have to take a pretty large asteroid and just make it bigger. But we're going to find out when we get there. So, asteroid belt, here we go. Oh, where's my... There I am. I'm facing the other way. Here we go. I don't know why it starts at 20 instead of 10. It seems... I guess it gives you plenty of time to stop and bail out if you want to. But once again, spray and smoke all over my base. I'm sure that's not going to cause any problems whatsoever. Although I'm sure my sheep are happy to be sprayed with a little bit of fire. Alright, here we go. Ooh, a little bit of lag. 0, 0, 0. Thank you. Come on, let's go. Alrighty, and I'm going to angle it if I want to, too. Okay, so, order of business when we get to the asteroid belt. Pretty much look for a big old asteroid. That is number one. Because what we're going to do is we're going to look for that big asteroid, and we're going to set up our outpost right next to it on an adjoining asteroid. Hopefully within pretty close distance, but if it's a little far away, it's not going to be a big deal. I seem to be kind of stuck. Okay, there we go. So asteroid belt should be right there. Asteroids, there we go. So launch. And it should come in this little weird pod looking thing. Yep, there I am. Starting at 300 elevation and just plopping on in. And I did not keep the magnum torches on me. I'm probably going to want some of those. So here we are in the asteroid belt. Now, wow. Help. No, no, no. Ow. Why is it not letting me out? Oh, it's left shift, not F. F is how you used to check the, Oh, that's awkward. Also awkward. Okay, so, completely lost my train of thought there while I was in harrowing, peril. Okay, so, order of business. We gotta find... I don't think my rocket and stuff is gonna be in that guy, isn't it? Alright, so let's go smush my pod. That sounds dirty. Why are there so many creepers? Oh, that's a zombie, actually. That's a creeper. Off you go into the abyss. Who else is a creeper? That's a creeper. Oh. Wow. You should really feel thankful. That zombie took a bullet for you, Mr. Creeper. And that's a creeper. Alright, so... you're just going to pop straight up? Are you going down? Yeah, okay. Now, I should be able to just hit this for my stuff back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... first order of business. Find a big asteroid. And as I said, I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to find an asteroid big enough, but I can hope. And there are dangers here. There are floating... although this one, you know... I wish I would have brought magnum torches with me. Did I think to pack any? No, why would I? Because this one... oh, watch out for that. Those can really ruin your day. This one might actually be close. I think it's going to be a little narrow. So I can at least get the creepers off here. How did I miss? How did I miss again? I make really cool shots all the time, and now I need to make really easy shots. Oh, does the spawning mechanics a lot closer here? That'll suck. Especially since I don't really have much to light my way. I have to find a very small asteroid and head back to base for... why are there so many creepers? Less creepers, please. Like, everything else is less annoying than creepers. No, this actually might be big enough. Leave me alone. I like how slow the arrows move, so they're having they're having trouble. All right, so this might be our asteroid. So, I'm getting too far away and getting creeper spawns. Although that might be a little helpful when it comes to actually chopping this in half, which looks like what's going to have to happen. Oh. Arrows everywhere. We're doing like super arrow pollution here. Alright, get rid of the creepers. Those are the things that I really do not want to mess about with. Okay, so this is going from about, let's see, 6171, 10244. So 6171 to, what's the length here? So it's about 30 long, so it's not going to be quite big enough. But let's at least mark this one, because this might be as big as they come. I think 40 by 40 is about as big as you can hope to find these. Where's my B? Okay, possible. Alright, so I'm going to hunt around for quite a bit and see if I can't find something bigger and better. But I'm kind of thinking I'm not gonna, but we'll have to see. And I'll get back to you guys once I've either found something better or decided on that one. Alright, so I flew around a lot, and I think I may have found our guy. This is a very interesting thing. It's actually two separate asteroids. It may even be four separate asteroids all kind of glomped together, but they're kind of at the same Y level here, and they are all close enough together that I should be able to take parts of other asteroids and create at least a platform kind of spanning between these two where I can set down the fortress. And in fact, it might even look cool to do it out of some other material so it looks like it was on purpose, like I lassoed these two asteroids together and, you know, kind of in this purposeful, I want to create an asteroid big enough sort of way, instead of trying to make a single asteroid that looks big enough. Instead, take these two. Yeah, I'm really liking that idea. So I think this is going to be our spot. Unfortunately, as you can see, mobs are going to be quite a problem. I had kind of neglected that in my thinking. Luckily, I still have all those magnum torches left over from the other fort, but I am going to have to find a place where I can set down temporarily in order to actually teleport out, grab some magnum torches, and secure this site. So, I'm hoping I might be able to clear off a very small asteroid. Either that or I can build it just on one of these little asteroidlets. That actually might be the most realistic thing to do. So let us stop right here. And these are from all the creeper explosions. I can make myself a little tiny platform from which to use as a temporary teleport out and get my spawn protection going. Because as much as I want to do this whole build while being harried by you know, that many creepers and that much other stuff, yeah, no. So let's reach in the old backpack here and grab our stuff. Did I not put in a resonant energy cell? I did not. So we're gonna have to hope that this, what I'm about to do, works. Otherwise, not sure how I'm gonna get back. So put this guy down. Oh, good. So it does work. I was really hoping that that was gonna work. So let's just dig out under this end. So that actually means that that will viably work as a base power system as well, which is good, because if that wasn't going to work, I did not plan that out right. Alright, so we need some redstone energy. Okay. Ugh, this gravity. Blop. Okay, so we gonna I'm gonna need, yeah, that many. Alright, so let's grab our dialing device. And stuff. And just set up another teleporter out. Duke. And then transmitter. And then receiver. There we go. So that should all be charging up from this guy. Yep. Yep, little by little. So, oh, that's right, we should name these. We'll just call this asteroid. And we'll call this Taco Asteroid. Okay. Not very inventive, I know, but, you know. Okay, so we need to go asteroid to Taco Base, dial. Good. So we should be good to go. So we're going to go back and grab those extra. Wow. I think the gravity on Mars and the Moon is bad. Just go ahead and come into the asteroid belt. It'll teach you.